Hi, I'm trying a new setup this month. I want to try something new. Welcome to my bed. This is my white fluffy decorative pillow, which is here now because it has become Checkers, who's my current foster cat. It has become her perch so she can look out the window. We've got my Archive 81 pillow, my butterfly pillow, my you can see the bottom of my asexual flag thing. We've got the evil eye and the dream catcher, which was a gift. Yeah, this is the bottom half of my bed. I've not done a game review in a while, and I have thoughts to share with you guys, so I'm going to be sharing those thoughts. Before getting into this video, my rating system is weird and completely arbitrary, so if you have not seen my first super biased video game ratings video, then check that out. It'll be in the description below because I explain why I rate things the way I do. Let's get started. Kitty Powers Matchmaker. I love this game. Let's get the elephant out of the room. It is a huge game in terms of queer representation in the media. Having gay people or even drag queens in the media now is like not as big a deal as it used to be, but this game was released back in 2014, which was a year before gay marriage was legalized in the US. So this was like a pretty big deal. Our narrator, Kitty Powers, is amazing. I love her and want her energy. And on top of just being a big game for the community, it's also, get this, a fun game to play. It's fun playing Matchmaker. It's fun. My cat just darted out from under the bed. I guess she wants to play Matchmaker too. It's fun playing Matchmaker. It's fun finding things that people connect with on dates. It is just this pure, good, cute game that I really enjoy. Kitty Powers Love Life. It's a sequel. Sequels are good. I like sequels. I like this game because it's not just a copy of the original game. It's building off of what the original game did while having its own unique gameplay and still being its own separate game. Checkers has decided to join us. I think that this game does what a sequel should do, and while I kind of like the gameplay of the original more, this game is still really, really good. Kyle is famous. I like achievements. That's one of my big things. I'm a big fan of achievements. I really liked this game. This whole game is pretty much just achievement hunting. I really enjoyed playing it over and over and over again, trying to get all the different pathways and unlocking all the achievements. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. The playtime is good for the price. Honestly, the only thing that I didn't really like is that a lot of the humor in the game kind of relies on like gross out comedy, which is just not my thing, but again, that's a personal preference. Wooloop. This game is insane. It is completely free and it goes on forever. Like, you couldn't play it for hours. The gameplay is calming and pretty repetitive, so I, as someone who listens to a lot of podcasts, will often put on a podcast and listen while I play it. It does get a little repetitive if you play it for a while, so it's a nice thing to take a break from and come back to. It also has a ton of achievements, even though they're kind of the same achievement, just do each of the levels. Also, did I mention that it's free? It's not the most exciting game, and it doesn't have the most innovative gameplay, but it's cute. And sometimes I just like cute. I think I made my ring light too bright. Whatever. What Remains of Edith Finch? I mean, there's not much to say about this game. Despite how popular it is, I actually don't think there's that much to it. It's a walking sim, a really interesting walking sim, but a walking sim nonetheless. Still, it does have these really interesting gameplay segments I like when you go back and look at each person's story, so there's something to that. And more than that, the story is fun to theorize about, so even though it feels a little pricey for how long it is, I think it's worth it to complete a run through and then join the internet as they discuss its mysteries. Bon Bon. This game, it's another walking sim, but I do think it's a little bit more dynamic than What Remains of Edith Finch. It also scared the bejesus out of me. It relies heavily on nostalgia and that kind of uneasy fear of returning to a place that you've abandoned long ago. If you've watched and liked Skinamarink, you're gonna really like this game. I just cannot get over how personal it felt. Despite the fact that I, and this might shock you, am not a toddler, I felt really invested in this toddler character I was playing. It's stylized, it's scary, it is a good game and a good experience that is worth playing. Stardew Valley. This is one that might get me in trouble. Listen, it is a cute game. I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the story. I enjoy the mining. I just personally don't enjoy the farming, and that's kind of a big deal here. Listen, I don't like the farming. Does this make the game objectively not good? No, of course not. This series is called Super Biased Video Game Ratings. The biased in that title is holding a lot of weight. Personally, this is one of those games that I really enjoy playing with friends, particularly because we can divvy up labor and I can force them to do all the farming while I do all the stuff I like. I promise I'm not a selfish gamer. This is just one of those games that I don't super enjoy playing on my own time, but that is okay. And last but not least, Dredge. We already talked about one horror game on this list, but listen, I watch a lot of horror movies. I listen to a lot of horror podcasts. I read a lot of horror books. I play a lot of horror games. Not a lot can really get under my skin. This really got under my skin. This game is adorable. I love the story. I love the art style. I love the gameplay. I love this game, but every time that music starts to ramp up and your insanity meter goes up, I want to curl into a ball and die. I also didn't know that I was afraid of the open ocean. That just never crossed my mind. I had no idea, but when I was in that tiny little boat and all I could see on all sides of me were the horizon curving while the music amped up and the sun went down and the fog started to come out, I felt something primal. If you love Eldritch Horror, play this game. Oh my god, but do not say that I did not warn you. Anyway, that is the end of this video. I am really enjoying this series. The only problem that I'm running into is that every time I make one of these videos where I review different games I've played, I try to have at least one, but hopefully two games that I have some negative things to say on. And I am running out. I mean, in this video, the two games that didn't have the best review is What Remains of Edith Finch and Stardew Valley. But I do really enjoy both of those games. And especially with Stardew Valley, I was really reaching. I enjoy playing video games, and I think at this point in my life, I'm pretty good at finding games that I think I'm gonna like. So leave below in the comments if you have any bad games that I should play, either for the channel or on my own time, so when I make another one of these videos, I can be a little bit of a negative Nancy, because you need a little bit of that. And tell me if you like this setup. I missed sitting down, and I feel like I needed to sit down for this style of video. I enjoyed, standing up in front of my curtain for the John Mulaney video, but I kind of felt like, ironically, I was doing an opening monologue on Saturday Night Live, which I don't think is the vibe of this series. That is not the vibe. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye.